Way better than the manga. Oh, it struck my heart. It really struck my heart. Sitting down and watching this anime form, not manga, seeing how it's fleshed out with the voice acting, the animation, the music, oh my god. Hands down, one of the best episodes of Fairy Tail 2014. Like, you know, from this series' second season. Like, definitely one of the best. Probably the best. Like, just this episode, Lucy, just the way she is done in this episode, it's just so good. From a character standpoint, to what she did, and then what she had to lose, it was so good. Seeing the flashbacks that were added in, I give compliments to A1 for doing that for this episode of Fairy Tail. There was flashbacks in the manga, but there wasn't that many. And the way A1 went about adding in these flashbacks with this episode added more emotion to the overall episode. When you saw those flashbacks of Lucy in the bath, and then, you know, saying like, I'm lonely, I have no one to play with, you know, I want to have a bath with you, and different things like that. It's because Lucy was a lonely girl. We know her upbringing with her father. She was lonely. She didn't have anyone. She couldn't make any regular friends. And so her only friend was like the celestial spirits, for instance, Aquarius. And to see how this was shown in the flashbacks, which has been shown before. We knew Aquarius' relationship with Lucy for a very long time now. Like, we've seen this connection with them for a very long time. Since, like, the introduction of Aquarius, since the beginning of Fairy Tail, they've always had this weird relationship and bond. And to see in this episode when Aquarius was disappearing, and she was actually thinking about the past and stuff of what she's done with Lucy, and then she's like, I actually liked, you know, like, you're a good friend. It was just such a great moment, because it was Aquarius finally revealing her true feelings for Lucy. Lucy saying, you're my first friend, my first person I ever got to talk to, and what got me through the hard bullshit I had to deal with in my life, and then you're going to be leaving me. It was a very emotional moment that I think we can all say was very fucking sad. It was very sad. And I want to tell you right now, Lucy went up in a lot of points. Just for this scene alone in Fairy Tail, she went up into my rankings and points just for being a really good character at this moment. I mean, the way she has to sacrifice Aquarius, the only way to summon the Celestial Spirit King is by breaking one of the golden keys. But the catch is breaking one of these keys, you need to have the Celestial Spirit that you're breaking their key, they need to have a bond with you where they kind of love you or they cherish you as a very great friend. And in the act of this, that's the only way to summon the Celestial Spirit King, which Lucy does. She breaks Aquarius' key, and it's said that Aquarius can no longer ever see Lucy again. Like, she cannot be with Lucy and fight with her or anything because the key is gone. She can't come back. And it's such a sad moment, really it is. And then seeing the Celestial Spirit King, as soon as she does that, as Lucy just cries and screams, oh my god, that seems so good. She cries, and then all of a sudden you hear the music, and the Celestial Spirit King just flies in, takes out the giant cube demon, it's just dead. And then he's just levitating, looking at Mark Gear, and the episode ends. I expected it to end like that. That's kind of how it ended in the manga. Way better than I expected. Way better than I envisioned this episode would be. The only thing I would say that could have been better, the only thing that could have been better for this episode would have been the soundtrack for when we had the sad music in the Tower of Heaven arc. That's the only song I think would be the best when it comes to this episode, but from what we got with the music, to the animation, to the voice acting, the emotions behind Lucy's voice, oh my god, like, give a point and a raise to the voice actor of Lucy after this week's episode. Holy shit, that was good. Like, the emotions in the voice acting for Lucy was spot on. It was fucking spot on. Like, oh my god. Like, I felt the emotions in the acting. And to hear Lucy breaking down and she was sad and all that, oh my god, the voice acting nailed it for me. Like, if it wasn't for that beautiful voice acting, I don't think I would have connected as much to this episode. Just that voice acting really drug me in. And then Aquarius also, with the voice acting of her, oh my god. So, in a nutshell, Fairy Tail this week was on fucking fire. It's hype. It's amazing. And really, the best way to describe it is a very sad, feelsy episode because Aquarius is gone. And Lucy has to accept that and move on. She also did this by herself. That is something we need to actually consider right now. She didn't have Natsu, Wendy, or anyone behind her. Lucy did this on her own with her own magic. She did this. So what the actions of the Celestial Spirit King does is because of what Lucy did. And in turn, this makes it to where Lucy isn't really useless. Because I know there's some Lucy haters out there that don't like Lucy because they either feel A, she's useless, and for her to be the main character, she kind of just seems to be there and gets overshadowed by, you know, Natsu. And to see this episode, I think everybody can agree, Lucy, fucking amazing this week. What she did was impressive. Summoning 3 Celestial Spirits at once, and then taking blows like she did, getting tormented by Jackal, and seeing her leg get hurt, and she's in tears. Just, yeah. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How do you all feel about this week's episode of Fairy Tail? I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.